It's him. That's awesome. They put Joe Namath on the field. They probably win more games than they are winning, than they're gonna win now. You know what's even like more fucked up is the fact that you've won more games than the Dolphins have, and you guys don't know who the fuck your quarterback's gonna be. Watch your mouth, right? Yeah, are you talking shit right now? Because it really doesn't matter. It didn't matter if you had Sam Darnold the whole year or not. You could have had Odell Beckham. You could have had fucking all the. It's just the Jets. You're cursed. All right. Last time you were relevant, you had San Antonio Holmes. What do you mean, like a lot of the legends did, or? Doesn't Darrell Rivas still play or no? I put the stream up in the chat if you'd like to watch. Yeah. In just a minute. He hasn't accepted yet, but. This kid's in your division, isn't he? The Cardinals? Who's winning that division right now? The Rams? As he should. He's losing Clowney, so. If he loses Clowney, I might swoop down. No, I mean, you obviously could be the one offering the most money, but I'm just saying. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't really matter. I mean, the right thing to do would have been not to ever call Sean's dad, but what did you do? You called Sean's dad, so fuck it. Oh, who did that? Oh my god. Oh yeah, well, there's that.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Valley of the Sun and State Farm Stadium here in Glendale.
I do remember that.
It's certainly hot outside here in the desert, but somehow this Cardinal crowd turned up the heat a moment ago. They were in a frenzy as their team emerged from the tunnel, and the Cardinals, they're set to do battle with the Cleveland
Not tomorrow.
It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15.
He's watching college football.
This will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Snoops. What do you want from me?
It's going to be a long day. It's going to
Murray now on first down. Open man is Kirk, complete. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. J.J. Watt, the one that gets him down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Looking to throw on second down. Murray. That's going to be caught by Kirk. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. Well, that's a familiar connection right there. Christian Kirk was in the same class as Kyler Murray at Texas A&M. They played together as freshmen before Murray transferred. Kirk, though, he stayed in College Station, had a great 3. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. J.J. Watt, what a season he continues to have, his 15th sack of the campaign. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Here's Hill on the return.
Return the fucking punt for a touchdown, baby. Let's get it.
Cleveland. Talk about flipping the script. That punt return 86 yards as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And their second attempt here, the first drive, stalled, and they punted.
Time to break some things out, I think, in the playbook. Now that they're getting out there, getting settled a little bit, let's see if they open things up. Maybe try and get the ball in the hands of the guys who can get the ball into the end zone. They're playmakers.
They would like that.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Fake handoff to Johnson. Now here's Murray. It's complete. It's Fitzgerald. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. A first down carry here for Johnson. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Murray. He's got a man complete. It's Clay. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. That one a first down pickup of 8. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Myles Garrett in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
I'm going back to you.
Play fake. Murray. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, and have them back on their heels.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on third down conversions to start this thing. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10.
X3, 218, chop. Check 9, check 9. Check 13, check 13. Check 24, check. Regular. I got it.
Now the third leading rusher among rookies last year, it's Nick Chubb. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Play fake. Mayfield sliding out of the pocket. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Buda Baker with a pick. And a very good return as he takes us all the way up to the 35-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield. I think it's intercepted.
They run on 1st down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. Darius Taylor there in to make the tackle.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So after the penalty, now they need just a yard on 2nd down.
Here we go. Watch safety green. Watch it go.
2nd down, Murray sets to throw. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. J.J. Watt, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down.
Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? Heavy?
They fake the handoff. Now Murray. It finds Crabtree for the completion. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains. Nice pass that time by the #1 pick, Kyler Murray. Also drafted 9th in the Major League Baseball draft. He's the only person ever to be taken top 10 in both sports. Go back to his Allen High School days in Texas. He was 42-0 as a starting quarterback. Freshman year, he was at Texas A&M, then the transfer to Oklahoma, sat behind Baker Mayfield. Then his opportunity came last year. Boy, did he make the most of it. Won the Heisman Trophy and led the Sooners to the college football playoff.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the Browns' 39-yard line.
So not quite a 1st down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard.
They still playing soft. Y'all Y'all playing the wrong football.
Murray going to throw. It's caught by Crabtree. And he's taken down inside the 30. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Back in Arizona, second quarter action. It's the Cardinals in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Murray now on 1st down. And this is going to be incomplete. He was looking for Charles Clay as tight end. And that'll bring up 2nd down. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Oh, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. 3rd and 2, and here's Murray. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Myles Garrett, it's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
The Browns drive about to get started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Regular. Hey, alert. Watch the edge. Run. Run.
Here's Mayfield. They'll roll him out right. Now he's going to throw deep, and that's caught inside the 30. And all
touchdown.
Touchdown,
Awesome.
Cleveland. John Ross with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year. And the Browns are able to strike quickly for 6. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Awesome.
It's a short kick here, fielded at the 24. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points seeded.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
To throw is Murray. This complete to the tight end Clay.
What?
There he goes left side. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Charles Clay, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are back within a single score. Well, that's pretty impressive, Charles. It's one thing to be an elite speed wide receiver and have all that yards after the catch into the end zone, but from your tight end?
Yeah, you don't get that very often. What you're describing is more like a Tyreek Hill, a Devontae Adams, and Antonio Brown. You're not talking about a guy that lines up or can line up in line and look like an extra tackle on running plays. He took that bad boy downfield just like he was a scat back.
Before the game, he told me, I'm going to have a zinger or two today. And I was like, a zinger or two? I guess that's a zinger, right?
That's a zinger.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Mayfield down. Got a man open. It's Ross. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. Solid catch there for a man who's been so brilliant this year. Worth pointing out, as we were talking about earlier, there has never in the 60-year history of the award been a pass catcher, tight end or wide receiver that has taken home the MVP trophy.
And the best receivers I've talked with, they know that stat, and it drives them crazy because they understand that without a quarterback, they don't make the plays that they make. But they also don't feel like they get enough credit for bailing out some of the throws the quarterbacks make.
Absolutely. It takes 2 to tango.
Check out, alert flare. Check. Hey, alert 33. Check out. 22 jet bombers, 22 jet bombers.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Mayfield looks to throw. They set up the screen to Chubb. They find some open field here. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Why is Kiko talking shit to you?
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd. So as they take it over, we step aside.
I don't think that shows up in Madden. I think it's just the attempts by quarterback.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Mayfield. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. John Ross with his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the 2nd most in a single year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that makes it a 21-10 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. It's a short kick here, fielded at the 24.
I wanted to
and it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
You got it.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress.
I had to,
as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. 16 yards, a first down. They'll run on first down. It's Johnson. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs. On play action, it's Murray. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 15 yards on the play, first down.
That's fucked up.
Murray now, 12 of 15 throwing the ball, 80% so far, and it's 1st and 10. Throwing on first down is Murray. Johnson's got it complete. Powers through him. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They go back to the ground with Johnson. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner Murray. Toward the end zone, but that's going to
how's that not fucking intercepted? What the fuck?
It looked like he had his hands on it for a moment.
Literally read that shit.
That was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
44 is Mike. 44 is Mike. Check, check. Come on, baby. Come on, let's go. 44 is the Mike. 40.
Back to the air on 2nd down, it's Murray. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Murray now to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals.
How did Williams didn't get that, but okay.
Michael Crabtree, as the first half is winding down, as his guys are back within a single score. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
overturn.
You throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
Gonzalez now to add the extra point. And he's got it to make this a 21-17 game. The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Browns drive about to get started. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's
through an opening, and there he goes. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. John Ross in the final seconds of the first half. And the Browns are able to strike quickly for 6. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shot at the 23-yard line.
With 17 seconds left in the first half.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we come upon halftime, and it's the visiting Browns with the lead. As we send you on out to our studios
90?
in Orlando,
or 98?
here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And again, it's Chubb. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. There he goes, right side. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Check. 44, Mike, 44.
Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl cornerback Denzel Ward. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down.
He's throwing that shit to fucking Larry Fitzgerald, bro.
They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback, because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
The Pro Bowler Muhammad Wilkerson brings him down. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway, because that's your strength.
Hey, alert 33.
They run it again with Chubb. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. It'll be a gain of 7, and they get it back to a 3rd and 3.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Hey, alert, 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 alert! Check 26, check 26. Left, left. Get wide.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Nick Chubb, touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Browns take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Here's Seibert now to add the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25 points.
Browns 42, Cardinals 17.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
Oh, I thought he was going to do the Crabtree.
It's a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 15 yards on the play, first down. Murray now on first down. He gets this one to Johnson. They'll give him a yard on the play, and it'll be second down. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
Give me that, J.J. Watt. Come on, J.J.
Intercepted.
That's a read and a half.
Incomplete. Charles Clay has tied in the intended target, and it's 3rd down. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Myles Garrett in there for the sack, and that is now 21 for him on the year. Wow, what a season. Here's the veteran punter Lee as he sends this one away. Watch out for Hill on the return. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. They built up that lead at intermission, and they're just continuing to pour it on right now, aren't they?
Locked into a really good groove right now. I don't know if it's just the play calling.
Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Tyreek Hill. He scored on a punt return, and now he's scored through the air as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and that will extend this big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
Damn it, I blew that hole up.
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is Just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point.
Get the ball.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Crabtree, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
Bro. Tony
So
Brown, I
hang
need
on,
you.
And as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression
get
that
your
I've
ass
heard,
right,
maybe
you're
from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways,
keep
might as well
working on it,
hold
Tony.
on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Hey, zoom. Got four down.
To throw on third down. Murray got it
Didn't I say
complete
come
to
to the outside?
Crabtree. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down. Murray now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Johnson. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45. From the 44, Murray. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
And partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson.
That's a fucking hit right there, Adrian Taylor. Good shit, boy.
He runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively.
That's a fucking hit.
And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They begin this drive with Chubb. So he got free at one tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. A run for Nick Chubb. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with third down coming up. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. On third down, it's Nick Chubb. And he'll lose yardage and be down at the 7-yard line. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And he'll take it just outside the 40. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket
Oh,
out to him?
wow.
David Johnson on his way.
Blew
Past
that
the
shit
20.
up.
And he'll
Good
take
run.
this one in for the Arizona touchdown. David Johnson with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Cardinals get a bit closer.
Good run.
Gonzalez to add the PAT. And that will cut this lead down to 25. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know, Charles, what does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the fourth quarter?
Hold on a second. Let me thumb to the proper page on that. Know what it says? Let's discuss how we got here. This is a dominant performance, where they took control of this game, how they've managed to keep control of this game, and then we go ahead and think about how we're going to leave here and get to the airport. In a lopsided blowout, the roads are usually open.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
No. Topper! I got you.
Mayfield hands to Chubb on the draw. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
Run. Watch out. Alert! Shoot!
Mayfield on play action. He'll buy some time right. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call, but for a second there, I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
You were Othello?
Not a good one, let me tell you.
He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Point it right. Lot 61, matchbox lights. He's time to win. I got it.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. So many connections between the two quarterbacks in this game, Baker Mayfield and Kyler Murray, both Heisman Trophy winners. Obviously, you've got the Oklahoma connection, both #1 overall picks. Both also won a state title in high school in the state of Texas, and neither guy is a very tall quarterback. Baker Mayfield at 6'1", Kyler Murray just at 5'10". Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Alert!
Now Chubb running right. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. The tackle there by Patrick Peterson. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, As many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10.
Regular. General West, I got you.
Mayfield to throw it. And
Oh, what? John Ross, what are you?
Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with
John
running
Ross
some
fucking
clock
dropped
and
that.
making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Austin Seibert on for the field goal. A 49-yard
I just missed that. Fucking no good.
And Seibert yanked it to the left. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Who said that?
They can probably live with that with this late lead in the 4th quarter. That's one of the few things
No,
that's
just
going
wait.
wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
So good field position for the Cardinals as they come up 1st and 10. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson.
49-24.
Able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority, because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
I already talked to Boomer about it, and Boom said that he don't want people to just. He said
so
he thinks people will leave the league because of
here
that.
As we get you reset. And
because
they're
playing to upgrade their players and
after having time to talk
not
it over.
In the playoffs.
There's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Brought down that time by Christian Kirksey.
I don't think so.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends, because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. He finds Crabtree for the completion. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards the pickup, good enough for an Arizona first.
Really?
On 1st down, it's Johnson. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up, because what they're hoping.
Wait, is RJ, you going to that game?
Lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Murray, one final try, and that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game.
Kid, 13 days, no. 12 days, 12 or 13 days until college comes out.
Guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job
Robert
that
just
much
had it out
easier
in the coach.
when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Browns,
dude, that's how we sat in Washington and Philadelphia, dude. He doesn't go to a game just to get, he goes
home
to get good
next
seats.
week. Meanwhile, for Arizona, it'll be loss number 6 on the season for them. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Seahawks in Seattle.
Jesus.
So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
I can't believe Papora